What's up? How's everybody doing, man? It's your boy Kouppa coming at you guys today. My road to the championship, season 3 breakdown video. Now in this video today, guys, we're basically gonna be going through the team, showing you guys the players that I'm gonna be starting off with, offense and defense. Now, it will not be any gameplay in this video. This is basically a breakdown video, just showing you guys the players that I'm gonna be using in season 3. All right, starting off, we have Andre Smith. I'm thinking about switching this card out. I really don't need to, because as you guys see by the stats on the back of the card, this card is pretty beastly. It's a nice card, but the card that I'm thinking about switching it out with is Joe Thomas. I think the award Joe Thomas card, which that is a very, very beastly card if you guys know the stats on the back of it. But he has very good run blocking stats, and you know that's what I go after for linemen. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. But it's just something that I wanted to mention. And then we have Steve Hutchinson. This card, you know, one of my favorite cards. I mean, just look at all those 90s. Just look at it. I mean, pretty much every stat on this card is 90 or better, except its strength, which, you know, it's good enough. This Maurice Pouncey card, I don't know. This card right here kind of, you know, he has good run block strength, as you guys see, but where else? I mean, his footwork is his downfall. You know, 79 for pass blocking and run blocking. I just don't know. Like, I mean, right now he's probably the best choice for center for me, but I really would like for his footwork to be better, because some plays, like some of my zone blocking plays, which, you know, he has to actually block them and then kind of walk with them to the side a little bit, you know, shield them off from me. He lets a lot of penetration comes through, so I need, you know, to shore up that in the center. So I don't know how much longer he's going to be my center. Right now I think he is like the best center that you can get, but I might look at some other centers and look at their stats, and I might end up switching Maurice Pouncey out. Now his run block strength, as you guys see, is a 95, and that's, you know, I think that's his saving grace, that and his awareness, because, you know, he does get a lot of people out the hole. And then we have Sampson. Thinking about switching Sampson out because he's an 88, you know, overall. All the rest of my linemen are right guard. I talked about this in a video before, but I'm definitely thinking about switching him out. He's a good card. Really don't have to show you the stats on the back of the card. He's a pretty good card. Luke Jokel, same deal. Very good card. You know, awareness is very, very important for offensive linemen. Probably one of their most important stats next to the actual, you know, blocking stats, so they can know who to block and when to block them. That's something that I take into consideration when I'm looking at any offensive lineman. Awareness, their run blocking stats, and acceleration. Those are the big stats for offensive linemen. Acceleration is very important, because if your lineman can't, you know, get into their stance, the defensive lineman, either it be defensive end or defensive tackle, is pretty much going to run right by them. So they got to have good acceleration. They don't have to have great speed, because they're only moving within what 3 to 5 yards. So they just need to, you know, be able to move, you know, quick within that limited amount of space. And we have at fullback, we have Stanley O'Valey. I'm not gonna, you know, show the stats on the back of the card. You guys know I love this card. One of my favorite fullbacks in the game. William Floyd is, you know, stat wise the best fullback, but I think Stanley O'Valey is right there with him, you know, if not better. I absolutely love this card. Adrian Peterson, don't need to show the stats on the back of his card. Another, you know, beastly card. Definitely looking forward to using him in season 3 to run over some people at Rod Bio. Right now, there's just not a lot of running backs that I would want to use. You know, I see the 97 Emmitt Smith. I don't think that's too much better than Adrian Peterson. What else? Some more cards. I mean, you got Darren McFadden. You got a lot of cards that are better overall cards, you know, so, you know, quote unquote, but this Adrian Peterson card is the best all around pound for pound running back in the game, you know, and I love using them, and I don't see me switching them out no time soon, because you guys know I love to run the ball, and I need a good back to do that with, and Adrian Peterson is that guy. The only thing I wish that they might improve on him is his stiff arm, because everybody know Adrian has a beastly stiff arm, and maybe, you know, up his break tackle a little bit more, because he does tend to get tackled sometimes in cases that I don't think he needs to get tackled in. But I think they're saving that for his upgraded card, I believe. All right, wide receivers. One of the most talked about things that people want to tell me to upgrade and change, switch this guy and do this. I mean, honestly, guys. I mean, let me just explain. Okay, the way I look at wide receivers are different from other people. Other people look at them as, okay, I need somebody that can run fast and catch every ball and this, that, and the third. My mindset is I need a wide receiver that can block. I need a wide receiver that can run block, because that's what I like to do. I'm all about, the run game, the option game, stuff like that. So, yeah, I want a wide receiver that can catch. Definitely, I do, but the way my list is run block, catching, and, everything else pretty much, So I'm always going to filter, by, okay, I need a wide receiver that has the best, run blocking stats. And then I'm gonna go, okay, I need a wide receiver that can catch the best. Because like a few times that I do decide to throw, I need somebody reliable there that's going to catch that ball. So saying all that right there, the guys that I'm looking at right now that I feel like have like those stats that I was just talking about is Larry Fitzgerald and Tim Brown. Those two cards are beastly blockers, and they're still good at actually, getting open, running routes, and doing all the stuff that a normal wide receiver would do. So these two cards, I don't know in the immediate future, will be different. It just depends on how quick I can get hold to those two cards I just told you about. Now the third receiver is going to be, one of these three guys. I don't know who it's going to be. But moving on to tight end, Heath Miller. I just say this right. He's not the fastest. Let me go to his stats so you guys can see. He's not the fastest or, has the best route running or anything like that. But his run blocking stats, he is the best run blocking tight end probably in the game. Let me show you guys a stat that I seen with this Cam Newton card. And I don't know if it happened today or the other day. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But look at the speed. I mean, just tell me if I'm crazy. But wasn't his speed, I don't know, like a week or two ago, wasn't it like an 87 or something like that? And now it's a 90. I'm not sure. But that is big, because that was like one of the things that was kind of irking me a little bit. It was like, I feel like Cam is a fast quarterback, and I mean he still like felt fast, but I think this 90 is definitely going to make him feel very, very fast, because that's a 3-point boost, and I think that's pretty big when you're talking about like a quarterback, maybe in like a other position or something like that. That's not anything even worth talking about, but for a quarterback to be that fast, just as fast as RG3 or Michael Vick now. So I mean, and you guys know this is my favorite quarterback to use because he has all the other stats, the break tackling, the truck, and the stiff arm, and all that good stuff. Now Tebow has that stuff too, but I looked at both their stats, and Cam outdoes him like pretty much on every one of those categories. So I just feel like Cam is the best all around quarterback in the game. I mean, look, I know you see it. I know you see. Yeah, this is one of the cards that I was telling you guys about. I wanted to be a more enforcers type of defense. And I mean, a lot of you guys hit it right on the head. This was probably one of the cards that a lot of people said, well, like, this is what, this is the card that I was thinking about myself. Like the number one card, I said, I got to get the Ray Lewis card. But let me say this first, though. Let me flip him over too. But let me say this first. Luke Kuechly, great middle linebacker. I'm not getting rid of my Luke Kuechly card. As you guys see on the bottom left, he's still on the team. But the Ray Lewis card is slightly better in every area than the Luke Kuechly card. Mainly, the biggest one, you guys probably already know what I'm going to say, is hit power. He probably has the best hit power. Hold on, no, it's two people in the game I think has the best hit power. I think it's Ray Lewis, 97 hit power, and Sean Taylor, he has 97 hit power. And that's what I want. I want to build a team with, guys that can, dictate things on defense. And dictate, I mean, be able to hit. You know, I mean, you come across that middle, Ray Lewis is gonna lay your ass out. You know, plain and simple. So that's what I want. I wanted hitters. I wanted guys that can strike a little fear into my opponent. Like if you catch that ball, you might want to jump on the ground. I'm just saying though. I mean, you catch a lick though, well, you might want to go to the ground. But that's why I wanted Ray Lewis. But yeah, as you guys see his stats, you know, 87 speed, 83 agility, 94 awareness, 96 tackling, 91 block shedding, 75 strength, which I think his strength should be at least, you know, man, come on, this Ray Lewis, like 85 or something. Like I really do think his strength needs to be upgraded. But they gotta, you know, hold something back until they, you know, they give him his upgraded card, and then his play recognition, which is 87. But as far as the rest of the defense guys, we have Jason Pierre-Paul, Glenn Dorsey, Sue, Julius Peppers, AJ Hawk, which I'm thinking about switching AJ Hawk out for somebody. I don't know. He played good for me, but I still feel like I can do better at this position. And then we have Von Miller. So we move on to the cornerback, starting off with the new kid on the block, Pac-Man Jones. Yeah, as you guys see, this card right here is amazing. Not here. Now I know you guys see the stats like, oh, it looks average. Hold on, 1 second, let me do something. Wow. But yeah, this is the depth chart right here, guys. So I'm gonna go to some stats. This pretty much gonna turn your hair white. You know, this is, you know, a kind of secret card. Not a lot of people know about Pac-Man. You know, they're probably gonna know about him after this video, but a lot of people don't know about him. And I'm not talking about the stats that I'm showing right now. I'm just going back and forth. We're gonna go to the ones that make this card special, like very special. Like he is like probably the only of like as far as the level that he's at. You know, like a 91 overall. There's not a lot of cornerbacks with his type of stats I'm about to show you. Okay, but let's go to them. Wow. 90 hit power for a cornerback. 90 hit, you hear me? 90 hit power for a cornerback. Okay, all right, we're gonna go to the next. Okay, power move 6-8. That's not, you know what I'm saying? 74 finesse move for a cornerback. You know, the finesse move, if you guys don't know what it is, it's a spin and a swim. So if a wide receiver try to block him, or, you know, into a fullback or a lineman, 74 is what a linebacker has. You know, most good linebackers have, you know, 74, and they can just, you know, swim around them or spin off of a block. Very big. Next one, 84 block shedding. Mix that with the 74 finesse move, and as you guys see, okay, Antoine Cason, this is a 94 overall card. I mean, just look, like you can compare Pac-Man physical stats to Antoine Cason, and that should tell you everything you need to know. This card is on another level as far as being physical for a cornerback. Now, down here we have Vontae Davis. Vontae is like, you know, baby Pac-Man. That's why I went and got this Vontae Davis card, because he has some of the same similar type of, you know, physical stats as Pac-Man, but Pac-Man is definitely the #1 physical cornerback in NCAA, you know, hands down. Vontae Davis may be the second, but Pac-Man is the first, you know. And then you look at the rest of the stats. We have, you know, 92 pursuit, the same as Antoine Cason. 91 play recognition, the same as Antoine Cason, you know. And then we look at his man coverage, 92, 94. You know, it's not like he's suffering at covering. He can cover, plus he's a freak as far as being physical, you know, stat wise. I would love to have the Sean Taylor card. That card right there would be such, you know, awesome card to have. But I'm probably looking at Eric Berry or Ed Reed. Maybe, you know, Ed Reed or somebody like that. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this Rashad Johnson card is decent. I wish he had better acceleration. Sometimes he gets beat on the deep route because of his acceleration, I think, which is 88 or 89 or something like that. I mean, he has good speed, but you guys, you know, that understand the game know that it takes more than just speed to, to be able to keep up with some of these very, very good receivers. I mean, you got to be, you got to have acceleration too, mixed with that speed. Troy is pretty good, but nowhere near as good as Michael. I played with Troy. That was another player that I was thinking about adding because he has 90 hit power, but I don't like the way that Troy Card plays, guys. He's never in a good position for the type of defense that I like to play. He was always wandering off, and I don't know. He didn't play good for me at all. Michael Huff, he plays very well in the defense that I like to play, the style that I like to play, and in my eyes, he's the best strong safety. And the only card that I would switch him out for is the upgraded version of Michael Huff as of right now, which I'm thinking about getting. But yeah, guys, this is the team that we're heading into season 3, road to the championship. Hope you guys enjoyed this little breakdown video. I hope it helped some people out on, cards that they were thinking about buying. But you guys let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about it. Let me know any cards that you guys think I should try out, look at, anything like that. I'm always up to, try a card out here and there. If they're pretty good, I may put them on the team. Oh yeah, and let me say this before I get comments saying do this right here. Do not suggest putting players at positions that they do not supposed to play at. I am not a fan of that, nor do I advise other people to do that. And I'm talking about cornerbacks at safeties and safeties at cornerback. That's dumb. It's not a good move to do, in NCAA or Madden, because they play those positions for a reason, and the way like Madden and NCAA, punish you for that is awareness. They hit you where it hurts at. You want to have your players as much awareness as possible so they can be as alert as possible. Other than that, guys, y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Kouppa. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button. Go live.